Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator, and in this video, we're going to talk about somebody everybody knows right here. Everybody knows that face. Yes, I call her Oasis-Crazy. She calls herself by her name, but AOC is what she's referred to a lot, and Ms. Environmental, her Green's New Deal, Green's newest disaster, as I accurately call it. But yeah, Ms. Green herself, right here. There's a headline. Yeah, socialist Sandy flies first class, and that famous picture of her crying. She's not really crying over empty shelves in stores. She's probably enjoying it. Yeah, I don't know, but right here, this article says that she sat closer to the cockpit. Yeah, after a weekend of stumping for comrades in the Lone Star State. This person said she flew AA Flight 1405 on last Sunday, and from Austin to JFK. And this person didn't think anybody in first class knew she was there or someone of her celebrity was there. She was pretty incognito, wearing a large mask over her face. And first class, I mean, it was actually not too expensive, 400 to $600 one way, first class. Economy were 300 to $400, but I don't know whose campaign was paying for her to fly down there, but Ms. Anything but environmental herself is out here in a first class seat. Yeah, hiding behind a mask. Allegedly, this is what this report is. So, um, yeah, Ms. I don't really know all that much about the environment or how to actually be responsible to it, which is proven right here in this Facebook post that she did. This is, her and Ed Markey, senator, national public servant, as they need to be called, they introduced the Green New Deal, how it started in 2019 and how it's going 2 years later in 2022. So this is how it started, the two of them laughing. Yeah, and what are they doing? Oh, that's right. They're eating ice cream out of a disposable cup and spoon. Two of the most environmentally abusive things you could do. Well, one, just times two. Okay, using disposable products, proving she knows nothing about how to live responsibly, and he's right there with her. Yeah, but they want to send climate police to your living room, okay, if you don't overhaul your house and if you don't drive little enough for them. Yeah, Ms. I'm in a first class seat here wants to tell you how much you can drive and tax you on your carbon emissions. Yeah, she's about tyranny. She's a socialist. This is her. February 22nd. I'm not sure. This was, I don't know, a couple of years ago. And if you don't like the Green's newest disaster, then come up with your own ambitious, on-scale proposal to address the global climate crisis. Until then, yeah, oh yeah, like every dictator, we're in charge, and you're just shouting from the cheap seats. Oh, I'm like, well, the solutions, not the ridiculousness you propose, the world needs have been available since November '93. It's just no one will allow solutions, starting with Gore, Redford, Sundance, NRDC, and Vail, and everyone else, including you and Mr. B.S. Bernie Sanders. I'll be calling and emailing again. Now, she's not the easiest to get in touch with. Email her. Oh, yeah, okay, email her. You have to be a constituent and you have to put in your zip code plus your last four. Now, I did fudge this once, but my God, I certainly don't want to be held accountable for violating, impersonating, a constituent for someone who does nothing for the American people but represents illegals in this country. Now, if you're an American citizen trying to get to her, no, you don't get to submit an email. I mean, she should just have an email address here. But these are the hoops a lot of public servants make you go through to contact them. And if you're not their constituent, that no. We just listen to constituents. No, you listen to all of us because you're a national public servant. And the decisions you make aren't just local in your little district. They are national. Okay? So you listen to all of us. But up here, now she has a constituents only phone and an out of district phone. I guess that means for, the rest of us. Now this one says, it's for this, when you call it, it says it's her New York Jackson Heights office. So maybe she just has one little district. We'll be calling this one here. But, socialist Ms. First Classer, yeah, she doesn't know much about the environment except, she knows how to go out there and pretend like she does and have a bunch of people who don't know anything just take the ride and think that she's a solution because she's telling you she is. But here she is again proving that she doesn't know anything. There's tons of pictures of her with a disposable cup in her hand, and I go, oh, hey, two Preventing Solutions frauds who started their ridiculousness using disposable plastic cups and spoons, proving you both know exactly nothing about the environment or the needed solutions. You and many more Both you and many more are in this. Greta didn't get a Nobel because Greta's a fraud. Here was that video. But Oasis-Crazy, does she care? No. No. She's out here. What is she doing? Oh yeah. She's out here flying first class, hiding. 'Cause that's what happens when you're a fraud. You don't stand up. So, well, let's call her. Let's call her right now.
You've reached Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. To hear this menu
Speak
in English, press 1.
Okay. Yeah, public servants have to, everywhere has to stop.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Press 2.
Thank you for calling my Washington, D.C. office. To leave a comment or suggestion, please press 1. If
Okay.
you're calling from another congressional office,
I pressed 1.
Thank you for calling the office of Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
How much time do they take?
Federal,
This is so
state, and local
ridiculous.
officials have advised that social distancing is critical to preventing
Oh
the
my
spread
God.
of COVID-19. As such, staff in the Congresswoman's D.C. and district offices will shortly begin telecommuting. If you are a constituent or congressional office, please leave a message on this line. Staff will return all messages from constituents with casework needs or other congressional offices during normal business hours. Meetings and other business will be conducted by phone or video. Constituents can also access information, request a meeting, and or file casework requests
Oh my God, how
online
long is
at
this message?
ocasio-cortez.house.gov. Thank you for your understanding.
I did press 1 twice.
record
But,
your message after the tone.
oh my
When you've
God.
finished, you can hang
Oh
up
my
or
God.
press 1 for more options.
Hey, Oasis-Crazy. This is Eileen Connors, the environmental educator. I've contacted you a couple times in the past. I just don't have time to contact every fraudulent environmental voice every day. But I'm doing a video about you right now. And hey, how was that first class flight? Did you enjoy that? Was that fun? Yeah. How nice to not be with the commoners, My God, how nice of you to think nothing about the greenhouse gases that are emitted more from, first class than from coach. But wow, there you are hiding, hoping nobody noticed you. But you know what? Somebody did, and thank them. I thank them for bringing it to our attention. Because you and your Green's newest disaster, now you said, I'm showing it on the screen here right now in this video, if we have better, your own ambitious on-scale proposal to address climate change, then step up. And I'm not screaming from the cheap seats. I just have the solutions the world needs that no one has allowed since November '93. And that's included you for a number of years now. Includes everyone else in Congress, includes Barack. It started with Gore, Vail, Gore, Redford, Sundance, the NRDC. It includes Greta. Includes everybody. Mr. BS, Bernie Sanders, his buddy, Bill McKibben, the youth in the youth climate case. Yeah, they're all frauds, just like you. But I am again telling you, environmentaleducator.org, we need to end global environmental illiteracy. You yourself should end your illiteracy. We need to end our disposable society. You celebrated, putting climate police in our living room, eating out of a disposable cup.
Recording time allowed.
I've reached the maximum recording time.
Recording, press 1.
Okay. So we're going to press 1. Okay.
To send your message now, press 1. To mark it as important, press 2.
We're going to mark it important.
Message marked important. To send your message now, press 1.
Press 1.
To remove important mark,
okay.
Message sent.
Message sent.
To disconnect,
Okay.
press 1.
Okay, so right now we're going to call her back and we're going to finish up here. I'm going to spare you the whole going through her answering system.
Thank you for calling my Washington, D.C. office.
Okay.
To leave a comment or suggestion, please press 1.
Okay.
If you're calling from a
So I'm going to press 1, not 11.
Thank you for calling the office of
Okay.
Representative.
We're going to pause here.
When you've finished, you can hang up or press 1 for more options.
So this is Eileen Connors, the environmental educator, finishing up here, hopefully. So, yeah, when Oasis-Crazy was out there introducing her Green's newest disaster, she celebrated eating ice cream in a disposable cup and spoon. Yeah, one of the most environmentally abusive things you can do. And she's there laughing about it because, yes, she needs to get environmentally literate. Because you know what? Caring for our environment is nothing of what's in her Green's newest disaster. And it certainly isn't climate police or carbon taxing us to death. Okay? It's ending global environmental illiteracy, ending our disposable society, gaining individual cooperation, leadership by example, of which she is abominably poor at, and hemp, and well before clean energy. Because those 5 are achievable immediately, and clean energy hasn't been achieved in decades of talking about it, but my first 5 would provide absolute huge immediate betterment. They would have already solved our problems if all environmental voices hadn't prevented the solutions the world needs since November 93. And Oasis-Crazy has been joining in on that. Okay? So I'm stepping up again. I've called you before. I'm going to start calling you a little more, though, because I'm recording this and I'm putting it out in a video. Yeah, and I'm also going to Tucker Carlson. All the mainstream propaganda, they won't expose her, and all fraudulent environmental voices. The independent media won't. Project Verification won't. Maybe Tucker Carlson will. Tucker Carlson likes talking about this crazy woman, Oasis-Crazy. Maybe he will expose her. I have to hope so. So I'm going to be doing these. I'm going to be proving to the world that I'm...
recording time.
Okay.
If you are satisfied with
Okay.
your recording, press 1.
We're going to pause.
To send your message now, press 1. To
Message sent. Okay. We're going to call.
Representative Alexandria.
Okay. We're going to spare you. We're going to go on pause here.
Record your message after the tone. When you've finished, you can hang up or press 1 for more options.
So this is Eileen Connors, the environmental educator, hopefully wrapping it up this time. Now I forgot exactly where I was because your message is so long and cumbersome and boring. But, Oasis-Crazy needs to learn her Green's newest disaster. I'm pretty sure this is where I was, has absolutely no solutions in it. No viable solutions. Tyranny is not a solution. Her idiocy is not a solution. And I'm stepping up. And again, I'm going to be making these videos. I'm going to start letting the world know that you have been prevented light years better and you are holding light years better back from the world. So not only do your actions show that you are beyond environmentally abusive, your your actions of eating disposable coffee cups that you quite often have, and of course, I'm flipping back to the picture of you flying in first class, and but your refusal to step up to the plate and give the world the light years best that is on the table proves that you are an absolute environmental fraud. And I'm going to be proving that to the world by calling you and putting that in videos. So hopefully Tucker Carlson will get on this, and or I'm going to get a judge to get Project Veritas to do their job. We'll see which comes first. So get in touch with me. I expect you to be making a big press release on Monday, February 21st, 2022, because this is February 20th, 2022, 2:54 p.m. Mountain Time that I'm leaving you this message. So by late day Monday, Oasis-Crazy should be announcing that light years better is on the table and we have to pursue it.
If you are satisfied with
Okay.
the recording, press
So
1.
I pressed
To
1.
send your message now, press 1.
We're going to
To mark it as important, press 2.
press 2.
Message marked important.
Yeah.
To send your message now, press 1. To
Okay.
remove it, message sent.
Okay. Message sent. So Oasis-Crazy has this message. She is an absolute environmental fraud. She will not allow much better than what she has, regardless of her, yapping about it. And she is just continuing to live her beyond environmentally abusive life. And Tucker Carlson, the world needs you because oh yeah, what is it? What does Project Veritas think about exposing people? Oh, that's right. That's right. They have absolutely no respect for it. They send you an anonymous text message telling you to stop bothering them, leave their tips line open for valid, valid. Yes, yes, exposing the entire environmental industry from top to bottom, from presidents to Congress people to every nonprofit that robs you blind. What does Project Veritas think about that? Okay.
1, 2, 3. Duration,
Okay,
10 seconds. This is Project Veritas. Every time we see your phone number, we just delete your message. So please stop wasting your time. Okay? And do get a life. End of message.
What a
Every time we
charmer.
see your phone number, we just delete your message. So please stop wasting your time. Okay? And do get a life.
And do get a life. Is that the perception that this man has you thinking about Project Veritas as? No, come to us, tipsters. Oh my God, we expose everyone. And yet, in reality, this is how Project
Every
Veritas
time we see
treats
your
you.
phone number, we just delete your message. So please stop wasting your time. Okay? And do get a life.
That's how Project Veritas treats you 2.5 years after you begging them to expose the entire fraudulent environmental industry from Gore to Greta and everyone in between, including this buffoon Oasis-Crazy. So stay tuned, people. This is the only place you're going to hear this truth.